Hi, hello everyone. We are live. So tell me about this mobile game that you played.
Okay, let me see if I think I may have down or deleted it by now, but
Did you save the king?
no. Okay, so if you'd seen the ads, usually the Instagram ads will get me. So
What's up, Jet? Hey, Rob.
there's like a image or something that is covered in plates or bars, and you got to pull out screws or pins.
Yeah, I've seen the ads. Yeah,
yeah, and like gravity will bring it down. I'm kind of recapping for everyone else out there.
Yeah.
And so like that looked like, oh, that looks like a fun little like kind of half mindless kind of three-dimensional thinking puzzle game. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's get this.
Yeah.
So I download it, and that is like 20% of this entire game. The other 80% is this bullshit fan service anime superhero ass thing where
you had
like
me at fan service and anime.
Yeah, all right. Let me see if I can find it. I should try and find it for everyone. But like you build like your team and you level them up with like your win currency, and you just kind of keep going. But there's nothing to do.
You said win, like W-I-N?
Yeah.
Okay, I heard wind, and I was like, is that what we're going to be using for currency soon, is wind?
I give you the gift of my air.
Yes.
But so, like, at what point do you go back to unscrewing things?
So, and this is what really pissed me off. So I'm like, this is dumb. I just want to do this like puzzle game. But you can only advance so far in the puzzle game before you have to go over to the hero side of the game and level up your stupid characters and just put them against like villains where you don't do anything. You just like I pick your first battle. It auto battles and you win or lose. The end. It's like Exacto or something.
Yeah, no, I had the same experience because I tried. You ever see those ads where it's like you're controlling a little dude and you're going from side to side and they're constantly shooting and there's like a horde of zombies coming towards you?
Yeah,
you've seen those.
I've been tempted.
Yeah, so I downloaded one of those once, right? I'm like, oh, cool, I get to do my thing, cool. I beat the level, and then it turns into, oh, establish your base camp here, and dude, I'm like, what is this? I just want to shoot zombies.
Yeah, I just want to do that thing on loop.
And yet, like, it shows all these things. It shows my base camp. Oh, you go this guy, upgrade your stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'll go on to the next level. Do the next level. It's a thing you expect. And then it goes, you unlock more stuff. And then there's like 5 minutes in between levels. Like, you can do this and this and this now. I'm like, cool. I just want to shoot the zombies.
You got to do so much stupid bullshit.
I don't even remember which one I actually downloaded, but it's just like, I'm done with this. Because it's like, you keep stopping me from playing the game. So, like, I feel like you already failed at your job.
I downloaded one recently because it was a Star Trek Lower Decks themed one.
Yeah.
And, and I do have a gaming question. So this is a good to move into a gaming conversation that Jordan's going to lose his fucking mind. Thank you, Scott. And, I don't know what type of mobile game this is. I don't even know what you would call it or what genre, I guess. But like, you just tap.
Oh,
it was like, it is okay. Where it was kind of like, oh, the holodeck's doing this. You have to tap every 30 seconds to get points, and you get points and have it put on auto. And then I don't get what the fun of that was. And then every time I like passed a level, it would do like an animated segment of the show, but I had to read it, and I was like, well, I'm not reading this. I'm like, I don't. As someone who works at a comic book shop, I'm like, I'm not reading a comic. Honestly. I'm like, I want to hear the voices. I want to hear the fun. Like, this is why I like this show. You know,
they're not going to spend money on voice acting.
No, of course not. So, like, so I did it for a little bit, and I was just like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I get nothing out of this whatsoever. Yeah. Like, I don't. So I deleted it, and I'm now just back to well, I never stopped playing Snap, but like that's the one I like right now. I understand that.
I very much just have trouble playing games on my phone in general. Like I don't know why.
Not
This is the only one,
enriching
though.
enough.
I think that's it. I think it's just not engaging enough for me. Like
Yeah.
for a while, I was kind of like really into Hearthstone because that was fun. It was, there's some complexity there to do stuff, but then
Yeah.
after a while, I'm just like, I don't want to play games on my phone. I just deleted it.
Because like you're a guy who likes the mechanics of a game.
Yeah.
And the mobile game is always going to be very basic. So I could see that just not be enriching
Engaging enough or enriching.
engaging enough. Enriching?
All right.
Enriching.
Have you said all you had to say about mobile gaming?
I found the name I put in.
Oh,
chat.
what's the name? Which one?
X Hero. And now that like that ad looks totally different than the game I played now. Like it kind of it sort of resembles like, oh yeah, like if you went to the App Store, the last couple pages, like, yes, that looks a little closer to the bullshit I had to do. But no, I got flim flammed. I just wanted a simple little puzzle game. And I had to save some bullshit from some other bullshit with some with the team. I tried to exclusively make just like proportionally inappropriate women of
a harem.
dark clothing.
Also, Screw Away is the game that it's just the screwing part, apparently. Thanks to Scott for that. He's on level 57.
So, okay, let's get into it. And I don't want to spend. We're not going to do a whole gaming podcast tonight.
Why not?
We'll see how, because sometimes I find it gets a little boring for the audience, and we should still be.
Marvel Rivals Season 2 is coming, and I am so hyped for Emma Frost.
Okay.
Thickening.
Yeah, she's a little too much thick. I was like,
no, there's no such thing as too much.
I have, look, y'all.
She moved, her thighs jiggled. I'm in. She's a tank. I cannot wait.
She is 200 HP and then 450 HP.
I will exclusively play as two beautiful blondes in that game.
Look, I'm
Emma Frost and Thor. Go on.
That's what I was hoping you'd go. Look, I have no problem with Emma Frost. I have no problem with Emma Frost looking the way that she does. I have exclusively been reading this woman since the 80s, and she has never had dad ass. So I was a little thrown off.
It's a multiverse. There's so many options now.
In another universe, she does.
I will say though, my biggest umbrage with it is I was like, that outfit is stupid. Like I hate the ice things on her shoulders. I was like, I get it, you're at the gala.
That's why they immediately showed the other costume.
Yeah. I'm like, look, I will spend money, real money, to get the classic 80s costume if that's an option. Like
a thong? A thong and a cape?
The Hellfire corset with a cape? Yes. You mean the thing she wore for over 30 years?
Also
Anthony,
the thong?
They can tame it down.
It'll probably be like shorts,
It'd be booty shorts.
That's what it was in the animated series. They gave her shorts.
Yeah.
Which honestly looked a little classier. But I told you were in there on Sunday, Anthony. I told Dren, I'm like, I'm about to learn a tank. Because that's not my thing. I'm not a tank guy.
The whole community is thirsty for it.
I told Scott today, and he just kind of laughed. I did find my main though this week, and I'm very happy with my decision. Apparently, I'm a Human Torch guy.
Huh? Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I've gotten. Cool. And then I said apparently I like fire because even when we played Killing Floor, I like the fire guy, and I was like, and he looked and goes, pyro? And I was like, I did light things as a kid on fire. Maybe this is something I should, work through.
380 however many episodes, and this is the first.
It was in the fireplace. I didn't light things outside in the wilderness or things. It was in the fireplace where I knew it was safe.
People or animals.
It was never people or
People
animals.
and animals.
I mean, they were
At the same time.
They were action figures that could have been people and or animals.
There are people and animals, but he fused them together and then set them on fire. Actually, it has layers to this.
Well, I was interested to see how the plastic would melt. Okay, so anyway, so Scott has been really into the WWE game, which is really fucking legit. So we've been playing that off and on. I'm still not good. And but he kept saying this term. And he kept saying like, oh, I got to do this term. And I was like, first time I heard it, I just was like, all right. And then he said it again. I was like, mm-hmm. And then, like, by the fourth or fifth time I heard it, I was like, okay, I got to stop. I was like, I understand the logistics of what you're saying. Like, he's like, I got to do this to get to this. I was like, yeah, I get it. Why is that the term? And he was like, what do you mean? So the term I learned this week was grinding, and I don't like it.
You've never heard grinding?
No. Ever?
No.
If
You've
it's
been
not
playing Overwatch for so long. You do nothing but grind in that game. That's what...
I told you he would lose his fucking mind. Okay, the daily grind I get. I never heard this term into like the only grinding I knew was something you did on a dance floor in the early 2000s.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
It's still happening, baby.
Do I look like a club person?
The grind will never end.
Like, yeah, it was when the last time I was in a club and said grinding happened, it was probably 2005. I went to a foam club and I was like, I'm good.
How was this whole story?
There's not much to it. I was in college. We went to a foam club. Things were happening underneath the foam.
Oh yeah, that's what's there.
Yeah. I also was like, my shoes were so clean.
Eric, he's hosted it. A reference for all the old heads.
Oh yeah, no, I'm grinding. It was like, the fuck do you mean? He's like, oh, I gotta do this a lot to get this character. I'm like, okay, I get it. I don't like the term. I think it's stupid. And it just didn't work for me. And I guess I don't like it being a verb. I don't know. But I said, oh, Jordan's gonna lose his shit when I tell him this on Tuesday. And he goes, yeah, tell him on Tuesday.
It's such a normal term.
I'm sure it is. But like
you have a very specific context for it, and you won't let it go.
The sex thing?
Yes, the sex thing. The pseudo-sex thing.
But think of it as a blacksmith sharpening a sword on the grindstone. He is grinding that sword to make it sharper. Like,
that's what it's called?
No, I mean grinding can be used in so many. It's a verb in general that can be used in so many contexts.
And like the daily grind, it's the same concept.
I've heard that term obviously, but that one didn't like equate.
But why can you now currently being explained the term still not break away the grind or grinding away from like horny dancing? But the term daily grind is still okay.
How often do you go to the gym?
A lot.
What is your goal for going to the gym?
To work out.
What's your end goal?
To lose weight and be healthy.
You're grinding to lose weight. Be healthy and look good.
You know, I guess this is what it really comes down to. Is it's not a term that I have used in the context that all of it, I guess, can be used.
I've been using the term grinding since I was in like elementary school.
Like I just, it's not a term that I've used.
Ever since the Clips.
Look up the song Grinding by the Clips. It's a great fucking song.
It's a Pharrell beat. It fucking rips.
So good.
Oh, this in on songs that Leland just discovered that have been around for like probably a long time. You know that Bruno Mars song's really good.
Which one?
The one. The one.
No,
Juicy and Wet?
That was upsetting. I'm mad that you showed it to me, and I think about it a little too much. No, I forget what it's called. It's
was it the board song?
No, Uptown Funk.
He has so many songs.
Yeah, but that's the one that came across recently, and it's got a good beat for running on the treadmill. And I was like, "Oh, this is."
Oh yeah, the tempo's very good. Yeah, Uptown Funk.
Like, I sometimes when I get to the end of my, this is literally what I call my my workout mix. get up and run, fat ass mix. So when it gets to the end, it'll start playing songs in that same vein. So I've been hearing some different songs and stuff, and that was one of them. I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty cool song. And then I listened to the lyrics. I was like, oh no, that's a cool song.
And yeah, Scott, don't let Beck see you say that about the APT song, because Beck loves that song.
I'm gonna bring up something, Jordan, but I do not want to talk about it for long because you have.
That's
thoughts.
a guarantee that we're going to.
I know. I was played the Drake song today. His
Which
new
one?
song.
Nokia?
I don't know. And I was like, this is what people liked. It's like,
the beat is good.
I don't know nothing about this man except all the things that I've heard you tell me and then the world has told me.
Yeah.
But fuck him. That's all. I was like, nah.
So it's probably Nokia, because he came out with a music video for that song.
It's like a brand new one from what Mike was telling me. He goes, this is like literally brand new.
Yeah. So it's from Drake's newest album, which is a collab album with a Party Next Door called "Sexy Songs for You." Bad fucking name. There are 22 songs on that album.
What are you, Dolly
There
Parton?
are
making a
only
tribute album?
2 songs that anyone even gives a shit about. One is called "Give Me a Hug," where he disses Kendrick again because he's a fucking idiot. And there's
right.
Nokia. Now, Nokia, it's a great sounding song, all this stuff. The problem is, everyone just found out that Drake did not write that song at all. Like, the reference track dropped. Like, this dude, the full song is just from this other guy, and Drake just took the song and just did it.
Wow.
And 2, the music video is entirely in black and white because Drake is, for some reason, paying homage to Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us music video. And there's like all these like cool elements in the music video, but it's all in black and white. And it's like, dude, how are you this fucking dumb? If everything was in color, it would have been a banger video. But it's just like, oh, you muted it. So it's just like, okay. And then it's just kind of random. And he's redoing things from the Not Like Us music video. And it's just like, all right, dude, you're the guy who's unbothered? Like,
he's trying to do a better Not Like Us?
That's what he's trying. He's trying to do a Not Like Us, but for Toronto. And ain't nobody give a fucking shit about it. Like, he ruined his once again, he had a chance to actually do something, and he fucking fumbled it again. Like, it's, oh man.
That is, somebody in his camp needs to sit him down and like just, I don't know, take away everything from him. Like, he really needs to just disappear for a long time.
He should.
That's the only possible avenue of recovery I can see at this point. He should disappear until they almost forget about you, and then try and just come back as something else. Because you're not a rapper anymore. Like, you're flamed out. You're fucked. Like, you
washed.
Like, if there was any chance right now of like still being a musical artist, that is absolutely gone now. Once the track you release is not yours. You are not fucking, it's not your lyrics. Doesn't matter how well you say it in the rap game, it is your words. Come back, try and be an actor. Come back in like 5 years. Try to be an actor and just do that. Like,
or go back to R&B. He was great at doing R&B shit at the beginning of his career. He was good at it.
Check back with me in 5 years, though I've never really been a big fan of Drake. But right now, I don't want to hear him being romantic to anybody.
That's fair, because he gets real creepy.
Yeah.
Scott brings up in the chat that AI video the Wu-Tang did.
Yeah,
that was really disappointing.
I mean, of course, I don't know the song, but I did walk by the living room and it was on, and I did go, "The fuck is that?" So even if I don't know what it is and I make a statement, you know it bad. Like, I was like,
yeah. Like, it's a disappointing artistic endeavor, and like you just kind of hope. Yeah, you just kind of hope better. Like, it's not even, I feel like it's not leaning into it, but it's not trying to be like, it's obviously AI.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way to not feel that is AI. There's too much shit that's constantly changing. Like, I don't know, like I'm processing it here in the moment. You're watching the wheel spin. Like if it was a protest, like this is how bad this shit is when you let it happen, but then you let it happen. So it really doesn't, it's shooting it's cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you never heard that phrase, Leland? I actually used that
What?
phrase earlier today.
I mean, I may have, but I never thought about it until you said it right now. So
you've never heard "cut off your nose to spite your face"?
I said I may have. I don't write it down when I hear things, Anthony. I'm sorry.
Well, all right. Well, we got we still have an hour. Let's figure out what else you've never heard of.
Remember about 4 years ago when Beck said he fell ass over tea kettle? I'd never heard that shit either. And I was like, what is this, some sort of Southern colloquialism? And he was like, I think so. I was like, ah.
No.
Look.
You and,
I'm gonna
you
say,
and, you and
look,
Steph,
shut
such sheltered lives.
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna keep it real right now. I'm
Yeah.
old and I no longer care. It's like,
It doesn't mean you don't like
No, it does.
that you can't keep up.
yeah, it
You
does.
can't just keep one ear to the ground.
Why would I need it?
Just to
So
be,
you wouldn't be left
in
in
the time.
confused state when people say things to you.
I figured out what he was saying. I understood it. I just don't need to say it. I'm like, I remember 10 minutes ago when he had her grinding. Yeah, man. Like,
Two things. I still want to say.
oh Lord,
That Wu-Tang that song is fine. It's good. It's
fine.
it's not great. I would have hoped for better.
It's
after,
fine or
like,
good. Those
10
are
years.
two distinctions different. Like,
Fine and good are the same.
no, I disagree. No,
You
no,
don't think
no.
fine, like you don't find them to be like
Fine
within the
is
same
mediocre.
block.
Fine is meh
Oh,
at best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good is, hey, that was good. And then there's things above good.
All right. So it's low, good, high, fine.
Okay.
How's that?
It's like a
Accept
6.
that.
It's like a 6. I'm not mad at it, but I'm not going back to listen to it again. And 2, I know the sampling here is small, but is anybody thinking about going to see Wu-Tang and Run the Jewels?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Oh,
No,
me, I
but
bought 4 tickets.
Oh, can I get one of your tickets?
I already bought you a ticket for something this year.
If anybody is going, I will go. I just need someone to go with me.
Where is this concert being held?
Pachanga?
If it's just a pachanga, just go.
Yeah.
I don't like doing these things alone.
You know what? Steph will go with you.
I mean, there's a
She's just not here at the moment
chance.
Yeah.
Jewel Tang. Oh, that's my rapper name.
But I would very much like to. They're playing in June, and like I tried to see if someone wanted to see Run the Jewels when they were at the Observatory, which would have been great because that's a smaller venue.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be like a stadium, but it's also Wu-Tang, and this might be my only chance now at this point to see a mass Wu-Tang concert, which I think would fucking kick ass.
You should do it. I think you should go no matter what.
I don't like going to the movies alone very much. So
Yeah,
like,
you and me have had this discussion for years. I have absolutely no problem going to a movie.
Yeah,
by
it's
myself.
great going to a movie by yourself because no one's asking you questions during the movie.
Yeah, it's great.
no
I
one's
sit where I
ripping
want
you
to sit.
for-
I have the popcorn all to myself.
I like sharing those experiences.
I-
Even if it's just sitting next to somebody, like hearing them laugh or
Sure,
like
but
little elbow.
But
like,
sometimes I just
hearing
want to
their
see that
excitement.
movie, and not a lot of people's times work out.
I shared their experience by going on Blue Sky the next day and saying one sentence about it.
Yeah.
nah, that's not.
I mean,
funny.
look. Was there a beeline yesterday to grab a bunch of Thunderbolts tickets? Yes. It's like- and then to find it. Okay, look, I hear you. Where you're at, I'm pretty sure you could still roll up and buy a ticket that day
Okay.
for opening day. Not where I'm at, man.
Really?
It took us 20 minutes to find a theater that was empty.
He lives where they make
Wow.
movies.
That's where they make
I mean,
movies.
yeah, I get it. Like, I'm not here to contest that.
No, I just
But like,
but it was like, and we're at a theater that we would like not typically go to. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess that's the one. It's like- also, the times were shitty because the movie's like 2 hours and 10 or some nonsense, and it was just kind of like, oh, so you're at that weird time where if we started at 6, the next one starts at 9. Just like, cool.
Nice. what when do Thunderbolts come out?
May
The 2nd.
1st. Well, May 1st for me, May 2nd for the rest of the world, apparently.
Ooh.
They do Thursday screenings now, man. It's not like an LA
We
thing.
get
I
it.
know.
You're an insider.
Yeah, Leland's in the biz. He's got
I'm
friends.
inside as much as I looked on the app and said, hey, it opens on this day. Y'all want to go?
Leland's going with Henry Cavill, everybody. He's big time.
Yeah,
He doesn't want us to tell you this, but that's what he does on the weekends.
Yeah, me, Henry
They share
Cavill,
a seat.
me, that you cannot share a seat with that man. He too big.
Can you
Oh, it's not
imagine?
next to.
Can you imagine this sitcom starring Leland, Henry Cavill, and Thundercat?
Who's the biggest nerd in that group?
That's the thing. That's
I'll be
the
honest.
question of the show.
I'll be honest. It's not me.
I think it might not be you, bud.
No, it's not me.
It's probably Cavill.
No, I don't think so. I'm in
Cavill loves that
school.
Warhammer. Like,
He likes Warhammer.
and Witcher. He likes
That's it.
reading.
Like I
read all the
know
Witcher
for
books.
look, I know for a fact that he has purchased a Spawn Volume 1. Now, whether he read it, I don't know.
I bet he did.
Mr. Cat though, that dude's his knowledge is wild.
Yeah.
Like he broke down Iceman one day for me, and I just looked at it. I was like, I just like him because he's made of ice. I was like,
Oh, he turns into ice and stuff.
I'm like, he's made of ice. He can do cool shit. I was like, remember in the '80s where he wore that belt
Slimes.
because he could turn the whole world into ice, and he had to wear a special belt because he found he was an Omega level mutant.
And then TC just trumps you with
Yeah,
like,
he did. He was just like, nah, man. I was just like, oh, sorry.
actually.
I was like,
God, I would pay money to be in the store one day when he comes in.
okay.
That would be pretty,
I would-
pretty cool.
It's like,
Like-
I don't know
like
how
for-
to make it happen. I'm so
For
sorry.
for a guy who is more cartoon character in my head at this point than he is real person, I just want to like meet a cartoon character.
I think he would take that as a compliment because I've come around on him a hardcore. Like he's a real good dude. I like him a lot.
Hell yeah,
Like,
TC and LP, friends for life.
I mean, I wouldn't go that
You watched
far.
that one episode of Book of Boba Fett. You're like, oh, maybe he's actually pretty cool.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Look, when we were walking around WonderCon last week, I bumped into a lot of people I knew, a lot of customers, a lot of people behind booths, like artists and shit that I guess I see on a regular occasion and don't think about it. You know, and Shane was kind of like, you know those people? I was just like, yeah, I sell them their comics. You know, he's just like, oh, okay. And I was just kind of like, he goes, do you think they know your name? I was like, not at all. I'm just the guy behind the counter. I'm surprised they recognized me without a counter.
I
Like-
bet a lot of them know your name
I don't think they do, to be honest. I
more
don't
than
think.
you think.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Mr. Cat doesn't know. I don't know. I don't think he knows.
I'm
my name.
sure he knows your name.
I don't know. I've never said it. You know, I'm not like.
And you don't wear a name tag.
We don't wear name tags. Yeah. But
And no one else is in the store often to say his name out loud.
not really.
Well, either
It's
way,
fine.
Yeah.
We already know that you're the lifeblood of WonderCon because if you're not around, I gotta be there
Yep.
because you sell the comics. That's what I'm getting at here.
I mean, me, Jim
Nobody
Lee,
knows
and
what's
Tom
up about you.
McFarlane, just like 1995.
You're the cog that if you disappeared, chaos. It's like where am I getting my comics
Well, I
from?
mean, well,
Can't make no more comics without comics.
Well, I also can't make no more comics without Canada. So we're going to find out real quick how good my industry is.
To the web comics, everybody. They're
Please
coming
don't say
back.
that. It's like- thank you. No, I mean, I've talked about it before. Nothing infuriates me more than seeing like Jim Lee fucking talking about like your local comic shop is like the backbone of the comic book community. You want to read, you got to go to the comic shop, blah, 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 blah. And then literally in the end of the commercial or the ad, you'll turn the page and be like, DC Comics, digital comics. I was like, the fuck, man. Like, it's either you want to support us or you don't. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't be pimping out the local comic book shop and then actively trying to close us down. It doesn't work that way.
It's true.
Like, pick a fucking side, you goddamn loser. So fucking shit's about to get rough at the store.
And Marvel, pay your fucking artists, all right? I'm catching on to your bullshit that like they've had a big influx of Asian artists, and I've discovered it's because they're paying them the same rates. That is not enough for American artists anymore, but they'll pay an Asian artist because they'll accept that for like the notoriety, and because that money goes a lot farther where they are.
Sure.
Yep.
Nah, it's and not. I don't want to talk about comics for the whole thing, but like, the thing that I was talking with a couple people, and it was a discussion I have a lot, and me and Paul have even discussed it, is that right now there's no like superstar artist at Marvel. Like there's a couple names that people have started kind of getting a little recognition that are kind of coming around and like, oh, that guy's on a book, I would like to see his art. There's a few. But DC right now has all like the names currently. And
who do they have? That would be.
I mean, I'm not going to list them off the top of my head right now, but I'm just saying, like,
it's your job.
Yeah, and I'm not working right now. Like, you start paying me my hourly wage, we'll talk.
How much can I get for a quarter? Give me one name.
Fuck off.
You're fired.
This is the reason, because I can't think at the moment. But like, so the big guy right now at Marvel, his name's Pepe Larraz. Like, the man is a genius. Like, the things he does, and he just got put on Spider-Man this week. Is his first issue, comes out to minor, brand new Spider-Man #1. First half of that book was fucking delightful. It was like, hey, Spider-Man's being Spider-Man again. That's cool. Last half, John Romita Jr. just comes in and sucks all the fun out of it. And it's just kind of like, God damn, man, stop drawing.
Why do they love him so much?
I don't know.
Who?
Because he makes Norman Osborn the hair work. It's like,
because he knows how to draw the waves.
Yeah. Speaking of Norman Osborn, you didn't watch that Spider-Man show?
No.
The new one?
Yeah. I watched it this week. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna watch it because the dude that plays Spider-Man is just like, oh yeah, there's none of that woke DEI stuff in this show. I'm just like, all right, bro, I'm not gonna watch the show.
Let me just tell you,
it honestly had a big effect on me.
Let me tell you, I watched it. That show is all woke. It is so woke. And at one point, I actually looked at this and was like, is Spider-Man the only white guy in this show? And he was. For him to say such a dumbass comment, and then I watched the show, I was like, huh. I mean, good. I mean, it's New York. It's a melting pot of colors and cultures, so who gives a shit? But I was like, he is the only one in the show.
It's weird because you haven't seen it that way in so long.
Yeah, I was like, huh. Like, Harry and Norman, black.
Yeah, I knew that.
His best friend is the girl that goes on, the Asian girl that goes on to become a runaway, Nico.
Oh, the magic girl?
Yeah, that's his best friend in the show. Fucking Tombstone goes to his high school, another black character, and I was like, yeah, this is. Oh, the only change that bugged me, because I did not understand the concept behind the change, was instead of Kurt Connors, it was Carla Connors, and I was like,
they just made it a woman?
Is there going to be a reason for this, or are we just gender swapping the gender swap? Like, I'm fine with it, but it's like, why? Oh, fair enough.
I mean, I suppose there's no reason it has to be a man.
Like, 100%. But they made
10
sure
versions where it's a dude, so yeah, why not?
They made sure to let you know, Carla Connors. Almost as much as they kept saying Calypso in fucking Craven. It was like Carla Connors, Dr. Carla. It was like, we got it.
It's weird because she said it to camera too, and it's a cartoon.
We're like, she's the scientist with one arm. We know who she is.
Yes.
Like, I mean, like Olivia in the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Doc
God, what was
Ock.
her last name? Yeah, Doc Ock. But her
Oh,
first name was
yeah.
Olivia.
Olivia
Something.
Octavius.
Yeah.
Was it
What?
still Octavius?
Yeah.
It was funny because like he has like a super group of interns, and I thought like, oh, okay, they'll make them all like characters. And they might be. I don't know everything, but like Amadeus Cho was there. I was like, okay, I know.
Okay.
We got
That's a
the
dude.
Hulk.
You know, yeah. Eventually, he becomes a Hulk. You know, played famously by a white man in the movie, and then like Martin Starr, clearly Cho. It's like, and then fucking they introduced this Wakandian girl, and it made me laugh because, as far as I know, she's not a character. And I'm like, oh, it's great you just made up a character, but there's a lot of Wakandian scientist teenagers that we could have used here. Like, we're just making up. I was like, all right, fair enough. It's a fine. I don't know if I liked it or not. Like, I thought it was just kind of, the animation was weird.
His animation looks a little janky.
It was a little weird. I did like the design of the Scorpion. But it's also the Scorpion. And
Yeah,
I
you like
him
the
a lot.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
You're kind of in the bag already.
Yeah. And they made the Scorpion the leader of a Puerto Rican gang who is called the Scorpions. So I was like, all right, hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he wasn't just a standard white dude who went nuts and had a suit on. You know, it's like,
Which is
No,
basically all of Spider-Man's villains.
oh, man, yeah, all Spider-Man villains are kind of like JJ was just like, I don't like this. I'm going to pay people to go kill a person who really has no concern to me. Like, he doesn't affect my day whatsoever, but I'm going to make it a part of my whole character.
But he wears a mask.
Yeah, he wears a mask.
So he's gonna hire another guy with a mask to kill the first guy with a mask.
It's like, sir, you're a reporter. Do you not understand irony? Like, but yeah, it's a fine show. Like, it's fine. Like, it's not a good show. The distinction between fine and good. Like, I was like,
No good, high fine.
I was like, that's fine. I mean, everyone in it was good. I mean, I was just kind of like, all right, this isn't my Spider-Man, and I don't have to watch it. You know, it was one of those where it's like, I'm okay. I don't need to shit on it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It exists for people who want it. Great.
I have a question.
Sure.
How does it ever throw you off when you see an established character presented in a different way, in a different medium?
I think I know where you're going, but give me an example.
Let's say like Dante from Devil May Cry and the Devil May Cry anime on Netflix.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not familiar with the anime, but I have played the remake game, which I thoroughly enjoyed. That's it. That's my
like DMC Devil May Cry.
Yeah, that one. I really liked the one that was the hack and slash version.
They're all hack and slash.
They are to a point. This one didn't have that forced camera angle nonsense like the OGs did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
1,
the
2, and 3 all have the fixed cameras. Yeah.
I tried playing that. I was like, I can't turn around. There's something behind me.
Play 5. 5 is the best out of all of them. So
okay, so DMC I played. I know that. So
Yeah.
that's my only knowledge to this.
yeah, so one, the Devil May Cry anime is out on Netflix. I watched it. I liked it a lot. I'm a huge fan of Devil May Cry. I have all of them. I have all the games.
It's a decent series, yeah.
I have all the games on both
the lore.
PC and on PlayStation. I have them all twice. I watched it all in one day. Enjoyed every single second of it. It's not canon. They told us it's not canon. I'm like, cool, dope. Do whatever you want. And that's what Adi Shankar does. Like, I watched. Adi Shankar also created the Castlevania show. He only worked on the first 2 seasons, and then they parted ways with him. And then they did seasons 3 and 4 and Nocturne 1 and 2. And it's all good. It's all fucking fantastic. The internet is very mad at the Devil May Cry Netflix adaptation because they changed stuff around. Things are different. People are different, but the same, like, you have the same elements. You have Dante, who is the son of Sparta. He's a half devil man. He's very, very powerful, and he can defeat whatever. And he's basically
real cocky.
Yeah, he's super cocky. That's his thing. He's basically dead.
But
yeah, the internet's just extremely mad at it because things are different. They're like, oh, Adi Shankar is doing the thing where you have one character who's just being extremely edgy and curses all the time, which is Lady in the Devil May Cry anime. Which, fine, sure, whatever. She cusses a bunch. Just, I'm here to watch dudes fight demons. That's what happens in the show, and it's great.
Yeah, it's not Scorsese or some shit.
Yeah, like yeah, go on.
Like we live in a time like where our stories are so common with like meta narrative, multiverse bullshit that like it kind of seems like maybe because this is the third iteration of the story. You've got the first, you got the anime, and now you've got this new anime. Like so maybe it still hasn't been like we've had 5 Spider-Man.
Yes,
Maybe there
literally.
haven't been enough. I'm sorry. We haven't had enough Dantes for it to wear off of like, here we go again. Like
We've had
here's
3
another
Dantes.
one. Yeah, like I don't know. Like to me, at this point in my life, and also it might just be a part of age. Like, here's a different one of it. I like the original Devil May Cries more than the new Devil May Cries. Something about just that first run just kind of hits better.
Yeah.
I've only played DMC.
DMC Devil May Cry, the reboot.
The remake, yeah. I didn't play any of the other ones. I only played some of that one. So I also could be wrong.
If you've only played DMC Devil May Cry, play Devil May Cry 5. It is, again, it's the best one out of all of them. It incorporates stuff from all of them into it.
Is it a continuation or is it a brand new story?
DMC Devil May Cry is entirely separate from the mainline series.
Oh, okay.
The mainline series is one continuous story, but it's all over the place. There's so many inconsistencies between all 5 games. It's just like, I don't know why you guys are mad about inconsistencies in the anime when there's inconsistencies in the goddamn games. Like,
sure.
Yeah, like nothing should be so precious.
Yeah.
Like ever. Scott just put a bunch of text. Oh,
Yeah.
he copy pasted from something.
Yeah, he's posting stuff like how the internet was so pissed about the remade Dante in DMC Devil May Cry. And
I was mad that they fucking used Papa Roach. That's the only thing. That was my only complaint.
But he was hot.
Was he?
The new Dante? Sure.
Oh, Dante.
I mean, yeah.
I thought you were talking about like the Papa Roach guy.
I don't even know what those motherfuckers look like.
but like
are they the cut my life into pieces people?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the song that they use in the anime, and it's
Yeah.
great because like the opening theme song is literally "Rollin'" by Limp Bizkit.
Also, another choice I don't agree with.
But like,
all right, well, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. Is there some kind of aesthetic reason for this early aught music choice?
yeah, because it takes place
I
in
think
the
you
early
just
aughts.
yeah, you just said it. Like,
Okay, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I have a
rescind
question.
all commentary. It is now just a period.
It's for the
piece.
same reason that film executives still think hip hop is the way to always end your kids' movies now, still to this day. Like, even not to go back to the Spider-Man show, they redo the old Spider-Man theme, but it's cool now because it's hip hopped.
Yeah,
Let me
but
just tell you, it's the worst version of that
It's
theme
the
I've ever
gentrified
heard.
version.
It's so
Not
bad.
enough.
Like, I had to skip it because it's so bad in the store. I had customers go, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I know."
Not enough of those hip hop outros are telling you about the plot of the whole series.
It's true.
We need more like end theme songs singing about the movie you just saw.
Yes.
Oh, that's a they don't do that very often, but when it happens, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Jordan, I guess my question to you is: so,
More TURTLE power.
what
please.
exactly were they having trouble with Dante? Did they change his color or something?
No.
Or
It's
okay,
it's
Venom. Venom was the last one, and that fucking song sucks ass. That motherfucker should have his Oscar taken away.
There's just a bunch of little. To me, they're a bunch of like nitpicks, basically.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's one.
Internet's full of that.
Yeah, there's one devil there. His name is Plasma, and he basically can. He can mirror whoever he wants as long as they're alive. He can mirror that person.
Sure.
And people had issues with that because like, oh, they had to make it all sciencey and like explain the powers. I'm just like, what's wrong with explaining the powers? Like,
Yeah, nothing.
it's anime.
Totally fine.
They always explain their powers.
I mean, Star Trek's been around for over almost 70 years. You have to explain a little.
But then they're like, oh, but since he explained his power in episode 3, that means that what he turns into in the first episode is a spoiler for what happens at the end. I'm just like, bitch, we know that character's alive. It's Devil May Cry. this plasma devil turns into Virgil, Dante's brother. It's like, oh, if he can only turn into somebody who's alive, that means Virgil's alive. Like, bitch, we know Virgil's alive. We played Devil May Cry. Like, it's just
Also foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Now, for someone who hadn't played the game until DMC, I was like, oh, okay, cool.
and Virgil's in that game.
Yeah, I was like,
He's
the guy with
Virgil's
the white hair
always
is
there.
his brother.
He's a main part of Dante lore. You need Virgil if you have Dante because it's also a reference to the Divine Comedy. It's like, come on, people.
But they are a dryad in the Force. Two sides of the same coin.
Like another
The
thing.
one time they didn't explain.
No, it was going to be my long-term joke. Is like Star Wars is the only one that's tried to explain one thing once, and we were like, no, it's a religion. Stop it.
Yeah.
It's not a space herpy. No one has high metachlorian counts. You believe?
Saying midichlorians didn't explain shit.
No, it didn't. And it's
not.
Brian's is one of my favorite stories of Brian when I try to explain it. He goes, "Oh, a new language." Like he just was like, he was like, "That's not a word." I was like, "It is now, motherfucker." Like, it's
Like easy way to
even-
explain the Force.
yeah.
It's the power of your belief. If you believe it hard enough, you're stronger in it. Done.
Rewatching The Mandalorian this last month, I really thought it was when he says, they want to take his gun because he's getting on like a transport, and he's like, you can't take my gun. They're like, there's no weapons on board. He goes, but it's a part of my religion and heritage to have the gun. And I was like,
Yep.
So religion. It's like, so that's still here. I was like, thank you,
I would
Fabs.
very much like to see more of the religions in Star Wars,
I would
like the
too.
different types of faith that do not revolve around the Force.
Yeah.
Like what systems have like a pantheon like comparable to like a Greek or
what is
Egyptian?
the Greek god equivalent in the Star Wars universe?
Yeah,
Jedi. Because there's whole planets with just one environment.
Each planet
I wanted
is
to
one
say-
biome.
one god.
I wanted to say topiary, and I was like, that's not the right word, I don't think.
Topiary, that's more
It's a plant.
yeah, it's more
Yeah. I had this thought. I just lost it.
Oh no!
I got into a debate with someone at the store about Star Wars, and it came down to like, I'm a Jedi guy. No matter, like, I love a bounty hunter. Either great. I am looking forward to Tales of the Bounty Hunter that drops on May 4th. I am fucking there because it's all Asajj Ventress and Cad Bane. I'm all in. But the argument was maybe we can step away from any movie or show that has anything to do with the Force or the Jedi. And it's like, and they've tried, and they've to a degree of success, possibly.
Andor exists.
Yeah, Andor exists. And I was just, and I sat there, and I was just like, but I love the Jedi. Just like, I like, you give me a lightsaber, I'm in. Like, you show me a blaster, I'm also in. But I'm also like, when's the lightsaber show up? It's like, even in fucking Skeleton Crew, I kept waiting to hold. It's just neat. When's the lightsaber show up? It's like-
And this is why we have 9 movies about the fucking Skywalkers.
Oh, I don't mind if we move on to a different hillbilly family in the galaxy. I'm fine with that. That's right. Scott's right. There's no Jedi in sight in Rogue One, but you had kind of a Jedi monk. It's
Force
kind of
sensitive.
a Jedi adjacent,
And then you
And
have
I like
Darth
that,
Vader
dude.
kill a hallway of people.
Also true.
but not a Jedi. Now I'm just being a dick.
Because
We had 9 movies that telegraph his whole Jedi story. It's like, yeah, I had a weird dream last night that I was in a dystopian Fallout apocalyptic kind of future. Found that I took the killing very easily. 2, if you were trapped in said universe of whatever IP or combined IP you want, what would be your weapon of choice?
it depends on what kind of apocalypse it is.
Let's go with everything can be there, but it's not strict. I think maybe like some
Is it literally
mutated.
Fallout?
Just go with Fallout. Mutated monsters, but also maybe some sort of zombie or something.
Guns. Guns. I don't want.
Okay, so you're
I don't want
gun guy.
those mutants touching my body, so I will shoot them before they can touch
Yeah,
my
but then
body.
if you got zombies, guns aren't great around zombies.
That's true. Because
'Cause of the
you shoot
horde.
one gun, then they all know where you are now. Because
Yeah.
Sure.
And they'll just turn. There's no second guessing that.
I mean, in chat, write back good weapons that you think would be good in a zombie apocalypse. I found, in thinking about on this today, I found myself thinking I would probably be more of an axe person.
Okay.
Like
One-handed or two-handed?
I think it would be a 2-handed, double-sided axe, but I
Okay.
would adorn it with things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, maybe a sword, but telekinetics. Okay, I like where your head's at. But we currently don't have telekinetics, so let's think out if there's monsters. So maybe there is. I don't know.
Pyrokinesis. I want to set fire with my brain.
Mind
All right, so
bullets.
here's the thing, Spicy Hands, is then you just have a flaming zombie walking at you, because it's not going to slow them down.
They're
We don't
gonna,
know
they're
that
gonna
many
die from
Yeah.
their flesh, their
They're
muscles.
not going to
melting.
burn fast enough.
Depends on where they are when I set them on fire.
Two
Depends on
people
your range.
today say bow and arrows. How do we feel about bow and arrows?
Solid.
It's solid,
Works for
but in a
Daryl.
zombie apocalypse, you could kill 5 before you're dead. So
Also, you got to be really good at aim.
yeah, very
Crossbow.
good aim. Same
Crossbow.
Look,
Load takes a whole fucking
thing.
turn in D&D.
The Walking Dead has ruined everyone's perception of crossbows. It is not easy to load those things.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
I tried to do it at a fucking Ren Fair. It was not good.
You
I think
almost
I just
always have
walked
to
away.
put it down, step on it, and pull up.
Yeah.
Like it's you have one shot.
I think
Scott, that's one of my favorite Wu-Tang songs. That song rips. This
Pinky
song
Ring,
rips
Uzi,
so
yeah.
fucking hard.
I
God
think
damn, that thing rips.
I think bludgeoning might be the most effective way, unfortunately. But I would do long reach bludgeoning.
A spear.
Like spikes on a bat. Yeah,
Spikes
like,
on a bat. I had that thrown
a
out today as an
glaive.
answer.
Like a pole arm of some kind would be good,
Yeah,
but
Pole arm would be good.
like the problem is like your short range game is so bad with a pole arm is that if there are too many, then like there is no coming back with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. All right, since we're just making up bullshit, what if we said like a Kusurigama? What if
I mean,
a spike chain?
It's really cool, but you have to be
Wait.
very skilled to use that.
I mean, we got zombies.
It's not Dynasty Warriors where it's the chains will also go through them.
Wait. Is this like the go-go
Yes.
weapon
Yes,
in
yeah, the OUR
Kill
weapon,
Bill?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yes.
like those things. Those are cool.
Yeah, they're dope as shit. But they're precision weapons. They're not horde weapons.
It's always
Yeah.
kind of like when I remember what's the you both will know this. It's the and it's got like the chains with the balls on the end of it. What's that called?
A flail.
A flail?
Is the flail. Like
Yeah.
like in Lord of the Rings, when the Witch King has his giant flail, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's intimidating and you're strong. But it takes a lot for you, like every time you reach back, I was like, people can get you. Like
Same with like a Morning Star. Like I've
like-
never, even in a fantasy D&D world, have I ever been like Morning Star? Nah, not practical.
yeah, I was just like, all right, it's fine. Yeah.
But not
I
morning.
like I said, like I woke up in the dream this morning thinking, I'm like, huh, I took the killing real easy in this game. Like I didn't lose any sleep at night, and I was just like,
We're
I
trained-
guess in the
We're all
world,
trained to kill zombies.
Sure, but in those movies and games, though, like think Last of Us, a lot of the problems in the game aren't just the zombies.
Well, were you killing non-zombies in your dream?
I don't know. I don't remember. It was a dream, dude. I'm just saying. Like, I
feel it's an important distinction.
I mean,
I feel the rest of us should know if we're going to be around you in the future.
Well, you're on my side. Unless you go against me, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Well, I think that's for you to decide who's against you and with you.
Well, one of us didn't get stuck in the desert, so I think we're going to not listen to you when it comes to survival.
I've been several times since without any stuckage.
It's because you're an adult.
God, you get lost in the desert one time.
All right, well, I'll share my embarrassing thing that only you and Scott know about. I got hit by a car yesterday, Jordan. Not my truck. Me, the person got hit by a car.
That's happened to me too. That's why I walk funny. But like, how hard were you hit by a car?
Not hard. A woman backed up. But I should have seen it.
Were you at your phone?
Honestly, I don't remember. Probably. I mean, if you were
you got a concussion, you don't remember.
Look, I didn't fall on the ground. If you're gonna put gun to my head, I'm probably gonna say yeah. I was probably looking at my phone. But I would have been on the sidewalk, but the gardener was doing the leaf blowing, so I had to get in the street to go around him because just the way the whole thing is set up. And she backed up into me. It was fine. It hurt a little bit, but nothing crazy. I think I scared the shit out of her more than anything else.
Probably. Now grandma's not going to drive no more.
Well, grandma should have been driving anyway.
That was her final strike. She's about to lose her license now.
But here's the kicker is the conversation in the house, though, is like, because it was like an SUV situation, so it kind of got me up here, right?
Yeah.
But because my left wrist is just fucking, I don't know, the carpal tunnel of doing fucking bagging and boarding for the last 20 years is really kind of taking its toll. So like, when I box, my left hand is not strong. So when I punch the bag, it hurts a lot more than it does. And my trainer was like, well, we need to get you a new boxing glove and we're going to put you on the water bag. So it's, less impact. I was like, okay. But my right hand is fucking like good to go. Like I've got a pretty decent uppercut on my right hand. The problem is because I favor that more, I pulled all of this muscle yesterday. So I'm not quite sure if that was just me fucking hitting the bag a lot or that bitch hit me harder than I thought. So I'm on a lot of ibuprofen and a lot of what's that ice spray shit you do?
Ice
Biofreeze.
Oh, Biofreeze, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever used that stuff?
Nope.
Yeah, I got a little roll on.
Oh yeah. And kombucha. This is my first kombucha.
You out here doing the booch?
Yeah.
This booch.
I don't know why I thought that was really funny. Yeah, I've never had it before. Scott, write it. What did I say? I think I took a sip. I was like, why is it like this?
That's a valid question.
I was like, why would anyone drink this? He was like, oh, because it helps with stomach. I was like, oh, okay.
It's really good for you. And it's also like one step away from just being straight up apple cider vinegar.
Sure. And I now that you say that, yes. But I told him, I said, I just assumed it was some sort of like clickbait thing, like, oh my god, look, I got my kombucha. He's like, it is, but for health. I was like, okay,
it's good for your gut health.
I thought it was like, I went to that really expensive smoothie joint. I got the Bieber smoothie kind of people. It's like,
I mean, you could get a lot of kombucha at Erewhon, I'm sure.
That's the name of the place. It was. I wanted to say Walgreens. I was like, that's not it.
That's
not at all. I'm pretty sure those people have never been in a Walgreens.
I used to have a gas station near me that had kombucha on tap.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Granted, you're living in a pretty hipster area, so
I did. It was. I did it. I was, and it was.
Oh, was this when you were off the 30th?
Oh yeah.
I thought it was fun that you lived there for like a little bit, and then when we would try to go down there at like Friday nights, there was no parking. I was like, nah, fuck this whole place.
I regret nothing. I would move back there if I could find like a comparable size and.
also was
Amazing.
really thrown off by the story where you said a man just walked into your apartment. That just still bothers me a lot.
Oh
at
yeah,
night.
I forgot about that.
I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I probably think about that at least once a month. like, oh yeah, the biggest fear I have is waking up with someone standing over me that I don't know. That thing that happened to Anthony, literally. I was just like, all
I
right.
forgot all about that.
Yeah, dude
That's
just
a
walked
fun
into your house
story.
and he was drunk, and you were like, "You okay?
Wrong
You
place,
looking for
bud."
something?" Yeah, you handled it so much better than I would have. Like I would have jumped up out of the bed, fist flying.
Yeah,
It's like-
that man would have known all 9 weapons in my room.
yes, it's like
It's weird because Jordan had to go back into his room and then come back out for the other 3.
hey,
And like that's always like I don't know, like unless I'm being met with direct like aggravation or
Sure.
like something like that. Like it was weird, absolutely, and I was cautious, but until like there was a reason to get like my fucking my ruffles up, I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks for the information I didn't need. Thanks for coming into my house I didn't need.
Rob, what you mean 4 times? What you mean that happened to you
The
4
first
times?
apartment that happened to me 4 times. I would lock the door once I got home. So like someone had a key, or like did you have a roommate that was perpetually unlocking, like
it's
leaving the door unlocked?
unacceptable. No,
Rob, you
This
never-
is already too many.
Yeah.
that's right.
Rob, you've never heard the story, but this dude just walked into my house, said the door was open, and so my first thought was actually, oh no, my cats. Second thought was, who's this man? But because my cats were inside the house, I put together, oh, the screen door was closed, the wood door was open, and they wanted to come in and tell me, careful, the door's open.
Yeah,
Like, no, that was by design. I thought I lived in a safe neighborhood, and it turns out I do, because nothing bad happened to me.
I mean, a man still walked into your house without your consent.
And very kindly, drunkenly told me that my door was open.
In some ways, that could be a terrible thing.
Wait a minute. No other tenants or visitors mistaken on which apartment it was.
Nope, this man's living inside your apartment.
Yeah, no, a parasite situation in there.
oh my god, I'm not gonna. It's a night of honesty. I didn't know that was a thing until I started listening to a lot of true crime and watching it and stuff. Because I've not seen Parasite, but I know what the movie's about.
Yeah.
This is a fear. This is a fear I have.
You should actually
So
watch that movie. It's really good.
When I hear stories, we're like, yeah, I would find like candy wrappers around occasionally. No, if you're not eating candy and you live alone,
This reminds me of a Reddit story I heard.
Ah!
oh shit.
This reminds me of a Reddit
She's here.
story I heard where this dude found out that his roommate was sleeping under his bed while he was
Roommate-
sleeping in his bed.
He was just taking care of him. That's a good friend.
Roommate meaning they had their own room in bed?
They have their own room in bed, but he chose to sleep
Was
under the bed.
Did-
of his
did
roommate.
Did his roommate know he chose to do this life, or was that the surprise?
Eventually-
That was the surprise.
Yeah.
He was
he
just
heard
making
something
sure
moving.
his
Was there a
just wanted-
reason?
he wanted to make sure his friend was okay.
The roommate really wanted to get to know him.
Ooh.
And then he wanted to wear his face.
Yeah, he really wanted to get to know what his skin felt like on the inside.
Okay, Jordan, this is only for Jordan. Have you finished your rewatch of CSI?
Yes, I have actually.
Okay. That episode where the guy in the leather
Oh,
outfit.
oh, fuck that, dude. Oh my
This is
god.
scary. God damn it. And that is what triggered this fear, was that episode when they found that the outline
of a
under the
man?
bed, that he had been there for weeks. Like they were like, well, that's a dust outline.
Yeah.
Like,
This
Andy, this guy was dressed head to toe like the American Horror Story, like vinyl.
in a gimp outfit.
He would just slide under beds and just stay there for weeks
weeks.
learning about the people, and then he would kill them, or he would go in he would be in the attic just motionless the entire time watching them.
Wow.
It is one of the most
It was-
frightening episodes.
It's a frightening episode, but the acting in it is so goddamn bad. It feels like a daytime TV show.
Oh, it's great. It's one of my favorite episodes.
There's actually a name for that thing of people who are like hiding in your house.
Intruders.
Creepy.
I'm trying to remember. I want to say it's something dumb like frogging or something like that. It's something that sounds completely unrelated, but like it happens enough.
Prize sex.
Nope. Different word for that, already established. But this happens
Rob says
enough
frogging.
that it has a name.
I don't like
Like
it.
there's
I don't like
yeah,
it. It bothers
there's
me. The
enough of these
concept is scary.
stories, and people. Yeah, maybe I'm right. Rob, are you confirming, or are you just stunned in response?
Steph, you having
like-
trouble?
People do this for years.
Yeah,
Keep
Steph,
talking. No, read me. Hello.
Hi,
are you on your phone or?
sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm driving.
Oh, because you could just wait till you get home. No, I didn't catch any of that because you're on your phone.
Sorry, Steph, that didn't come in very clearly.
Hold on.
Okay, so Rob is confirming that yes, it's called frogging.
Okay. Oh, I remembered a thing. Nice.
Steph out there grinding. Jesus.
She is.
Just enjoy
Yeah,
listening to us, Steph, because it does not sound great when you talk.
Yeah, that concept of someone doing that's upsetting.
Yeah.
Well, at least Leland.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Way
yes.
better.
Okay, cool.
At least
Hi.
Leland, it's a thing that's really only capable in large houses or like old buildings that have kind of gaps.
Oh, you need to listen to a lot more true crime.
Yeah.
It is not.
Where could someone possibly hide in your place?
Oh, there's plenty of places like people can hide.
Steph?
Yeah.
I mean, under the bed, I guess.
In
But I
the
have a bunch of
walls.
shit
Have you
underneath
not
there.
seen the boy? You can
Steph-
hide in the walls.
Normal buildings aren't built that way anymore.
Plus, yeah,
That's not
plus
true.
Brahms, the boy who lived in a mansion. So
Also a mansion.
Also, spoilers.
Tell me where someone can hide in an apartment.
The closet?
Your mom.
The space in the closet?
did you ever see that video of this lady? She had like an apartment. I think it was like in New York or something. But in her bathroom, like there was something wrong with her bathroom mirror. She moved
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and it was just a doorway into another apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And it was an empty apartment, but it's just like what?
It's
the
not
fuck?
always empty.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
For
You
$50,
always-
you can go inside.
I know there's isn't there like a trick when you go to a hotel bathroom if you see like a light reflection in the mirror, that's how you know it's a two-way mirror.
There's
something?
something. Yeah, I think if you put a light up to it, you might be able to see through a two-way mirror.
Yeah.
Or
I
something like
forget.
that.
There are tricks like that.
I would just start
Yeah.
performing. Just like if you want it, you can watch it.
Yeah, just give the helicopter.
Yeah.
You know, see if they give you a discount on the way out.
Maybe more than my AAA. Scott says in the fireplace. Well, now I'm going to be thinking about that. Thanks.
Like the one that's
Yeah, the one that's right next to him. Yeah.
No, it's
don't
a
worry.
fake fireplace.
If they could fit up the chimney, then you could take them.
yeah.
I said, give him that.
Yeah, give them the right.
I'm good. I'm
Give me that
good,
uppercut.
man.
Ain't gonna see it coming.
I have found that the uppercut is my favorite hit to do. Like, who saw that coming? I was
Same
like,
in Mortal Kombat.
oh, maybe that's what it is. It's like,
Every uppercut Leland throws, he just imagines like their body falling down the pit on the spikes,
no, their
that
head
sucks.
falls off.
or the head just
Their
flies
head
off.
flies
Yeah.
off with their spine still attached.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's how that works, right?
Yeah.
It's all connected. To the spine, not to your ribs or anything else. Like
Yes.
it's all just jelly in between.
Each of our heads is basically a lollipop.
Pretty much.
The stick being the spine.
If the Predator has taught me anything, that is accurate.
Did you guys,
It's doable.
did you guys watch that trailer for the Predator Killer of
I
Killers?
did. I watched it just before. That looks pretty bad.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Like an anthology of like hunts is exactly what I've wanted.
Unfortunately, it's just a movie.
No, it's a TV show.
It should be an anthology. It is a movie, apparently.
Oh, I thought it was.
Didn't
a
look
TV
like it.
I was
I
told
looked at
there's
the
a
anthology.
TV
It's like
show.
that's fucking cool, but I think it's just the movie.
Oh, because I know
It's gonna
they're
be at
also.
the theaters.
No, it's just going to
Hulu
Netflix
original.
or Hulu.
Oh, never mind.
But I do know that a Prey 2 has been filmed.
Yes.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
but I
liked
don't
Prey.
know where they
Prey was
go.
good.
If it's still the continuation of the Native American lady.
God, Prey was so good.
It was a good movie.
I
My
loved it.
only complaint was that fake bear.
She
That
looked like
was
a
the
baby
worst.
Baby
like,
Aubrey Plaza.
She
That
reminded
actress?
you of Aubrey Plaza, the
I
native
could see
girl?
Yeah.
it. I could
Yeah.
see a
All right.
like
guess,
a relation
yeah.
or similarity.
I'd like
Um,
to see Aubrey Plaza kick some ass. Well, I mean, she does, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like Predator
What do you
in the feudal Japan against the samurai.
That'd be dope.
Like,
I mean, that's what
Wa-
everybody wants.
wanting that forever, but
yeah.
also like fucking like doing in Egypt with all of that like cultural mythology and shit. Play with that a little bit. That'd be awesome.
I mean, there's that. There was a fake trailer that was made a couple months back where it was Prey in World War One, and it was like the Predator was in the trenches,
Oh, dude.
Ooh,
and the people could. It was a fake trailer, but like the soldiers could not get out of the trench because they would get mowed down by the Germans, but yet they can't
There's a
stay in the
goddamn
trench
Predator in
because
the
there's
trenches.
a fucking thing
what,
in there.
could,
Yeah,
what would stop a predator in a situation like that? Like, you just feel like
An alien.
it's a kid in a kid in a candy shop. I know it might be. I know it's pretty tropey, but I just thought of it, and I'm like, that done well. That'd be pretty neat. But what if you did Jack the Ripper, but he's a predator?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Because you've got like some body mutilation. You've got like just twisted a little bit.
I get it. He's
Leland's
Jack
struggling because
the
he really
Predator.
likes Jack the Ripper.
no, I love this.
Okay.
It's like-
New
it's
best
like-
Jack the Ripper after the Loch Ness.
Oh.
I can always bring that up, and it's always a pop for him. I love it. It's my guarantee pop.
I don't know why.
Fucking snorted.
I got two things. Just, yeah.
That's only a reference for you, me, and Scott. It's like-
Sometimes it's all you got to do.
So one, did we talk about that they have now identified who Jack the Ripper was?
Shut the fuck up. When did that happen? And I should have been notified immediately.
It
Feels
was,
a little late, but yeah,
It's a
this
couple-
year I think.
yeah, a couple months ago, I think. But yeah, there's a dude named Aaron Kosminski. He was a barber, and they were able to identify him because
Hair follicles.
no, he cut himself at some point, I think, with his razor or something.
They had DNA.
They had DNA. It was blood DNA. So it was his blood on a scarf. He killed someone, and then as he was running away, he dropped his scarf. And they found the scarf, and they've had the scarf for decades. And finally, someone decided, let me try to DNA test this shit. They were able to do it
Yeah.
because the technology has
That-
advanced far enough that they can do that.
That's disappointing.
Is there anything that wouldn't have been disappointing that wasn't some kind of supernatural, like?
No. I
Sci-fi
love
bullshit?
that the king had an illegitimate child with a prostitute, and that the doctor went after her. I enjoyed that little mystery of the England elite. Yeah.
Sorry, bud. It's just a barber.
Yeah, the truth is often
Yeah.
mediocre.
The regular bloodletting at the barber
What-
wasn't
what
enough.
next? Oswald acted alone.
Actually, according to the pages
I mean-
that they just released,
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't read those.
No, of course not. Well, they also said the same thing that everything else had said before.
So Magneto didn't curb the bullet. Bullshit.
Since
Apple did a cloverleaf.
since Loch Ness Monster was brought up, that reminded me of the book Devolution by Max Brooks, the guy who wrote World War Z. He wrote another book called Devolution, which is basically how this small, very secluded community got massacred by Sasquatches. And it's great. It's great. It's fantastic. I
Is this a documentary?
No, it's a book. World War Z, dude. It's a book.
It's a documentary.
They're all documentaries.
Yeah, like I listened to the audiobook. It was really good because like Judy Greer was the main reader for it. Yeah, Nathan Fillion as an expert. It was cool. It was great. I recommend the audiobook for Devolution by Max Brooks, which is, I think it's his 4th book, something like that. But yes, the World War Z book, fucking phenomenal. Also, very great audiobook because they do it.
Yeah, I've heard the
straight up.
audiobook especially.
Yeah, because the audiobook is straight up documentary style where, oh, we're going to talk to this person, we're going to interview this one person, and they give their account. And
they get a
it's
bunch of
so
voice
good.
actors and actors.
Yeah, it's so good. So much. I wish that's what the movie actually was. Would have been great as like a mini series, like a mockumentary sort of thing.
You didn't like the zombie hand?
Nah,
No, that wasn't it for you.
I didn't like the part where the part I did like was when that one scientist who could solve everything has a gun, trips and falls and shoots himself in the head. That part was great.
That's some Samuel L. Jackson Deep Blue Sea shit.
No, the internet's saying Jack Kaminsky, Aaron Kaminsky, whatever, isn't Jack the Ripper. So my fan theory still applies.
Sure, go ahead. Like
he's Magneto.
there's no way to be definitive about it.
Time travel.
Well, you know what?
You know
Yeah,
what?
you know what? If you mention that, he got us. Jordan, no, he got us.
Yeah, no, that's all right. No, you got me.
Is that time travel? I know this is so sad. You have the TARDIS for all of an hour. What do? Oh, I gotta go find out Jack the Ripper. That was. You could do anything in the world. That's the one. You're like, yeah.
You go back in time, you find out who Jack
that's a
Ripper is,
great
and he
story.
kills you. It's like shit.
Jack the Ripper.
What's the next step? Marilyn. Did she kill herself, or was it the FBI? Moving on.
I want to see the
There's all these
person who dumped the
mediocre
Black Dahlia's
theories.
body.
Yes, we all know it was that guy from that house. But we watched The Rocketeer the other night because I wanted to watch Nazis get beat up, and it was
good.
it was fun because Timothy Dalton's house. Where me and Scott were like, we're pretty positive that's the Black Dahlia house. We're like that's where that guy lived that killed her. We're like, ooh. We're like, mm-hmm. I enjoy that movie a great deal.
I'm
It's so
assuming
good.
since Steph is muted that she is getting out of her car and trying to get onto her computer in time.
It's fun.
I guess we give her the like 10 minutes to get on to say goodbye.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we could do that.
Hurry up, Steph. Hurry, you can do it. We believe in you.
Drive faster.
Don't drive too
Don't drive
fast.
faster.
Don't
Don't
drive
drive faster.
You're not proficient at driving fast.
Ouch.
She's not.
She's
But-
not a fast.
but
That's
she's
not
aware.
the point. You
She's
don't
aware.
call someone else out. Like,
She'll tell you she's a slow driver.
I mean, like, apparently I can't walk by cars. So.
She's
Yeah, I
a
mean, you got hit by the
70-year-old
last
guy.
one you tried.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I know I've been hit by 2 vehicles, but I feel there's another one I'm forgetting.
At the
Horse
same
and
time.
carriage.
They got pinched in between. No, never a
Oh,
horse and
like
carriage.
Joe Black.
Wait, did Joe Black get hit by 2 cars?
That's how he dies. Yeah, at the beginning of the movie,
By 2 of them in the middle?
Death watches Brad Pitt walk across, and these 2 cars like hit him, and he gets like cracked in
I've
2 and
seen
thrown.
that scene
Yeah.
so many times. I've never watched
Yeah.
the movie because it's the funniest thing in the world.
and then he gets right back up because Death embodies the body.
Yeah.
Oh no, the movie is fine. It's like
yeah, I don't hate that
2
movie.
hours and 30 something long, and you're like, it's a long time to watch a bunch of pretty people just talk
What
about
was the
pretty
movie
things.
called again? Mighty Joe Black?
Yep.
That was it.
Oh shit.
I was talking today, Jordan, with Mike about Snakes on a Plane, and he stops
do.
mid-conversation and quotes that fucking quote that you always do. And I was like, oh, so this is a thing everybody knows. It's like,
Which one?
Oh, we're talking about the censored one?
Yeah, the censored
Oh,
one.
I'm trying
yeah,
this
yeah,
monkey
yeah.
fighting sticks on this Monday to Friday plane.
Because we were talking about like how dumb you have to do for edits like that. So we're like, oh, that's got to be the worst one.
Or was it the scene where the stewardess guy takes a snake and puts it in a microwave and hits the snake button?
I don't remember that at all.
Really?
It's a
At
blink
least
and you
that's
miss
like-
a thing. It's so good.
That is like on purpose. That is it doing its thing.
Yes.
The dub is like a late stage kind of thing.
Oh, man.
Mallrats is supposed to have a pretty terrible set
Yeah,
of dubs.
I think I want to say the movie was The Faculty, and it's a scene where the
God, that movie's so good.
teenagers are all standing outside, and they're like, "Oh no, we think it's the faculty, whatever." And there's the one guy, he's like, I think he's like the bad boy, whatever. He's just like, he looks up at the sky and he goes, "Phooey!"
That's so stupid.
Correct. I remember this. He does say "fooey." You've pointed that out before.
Phooey.
Josh Hartnett just out there, phooey.
You know, phooey, the word that all teenagers used in the early
Yeah.
2000s. Phooey.
Steph, are you trying to make it to your computer?
I don't think I'll make it to my computer. I'm like
That's okay. We're going to wrap up
walking
anyway.
around the house. I forgot stuff in the car. I'm going through the garage. You're going on an adventure with me. Goddamn keys, man.
Goddamn keys.
Okay.
Steph is doing that parasocial thing where she's listening to a podcast, but she's taking a step further by being in the call.
Yeah, it's super meta. Steph.
Yeah.
Steph, would you be interested in seeing Wu-Tang and Run the Jewels with me?
When?
June?
June what?
Early?
Maybe. You need to give me specific dates so I can figure it out if I can or cannot join.
Okay, this is a conversation for
Run the Jewel song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, details to be determined later, but like...
No, but I don't know any Run the Jewel songs.
You know that one song that goes, "Picture this, I'm a bag of dicks, put me to your lips." That's all.
Yes, no, that's played in the car, and I was like, "Where's
Should I be listening to Run the Jewels?
Yeah.
Yes!
But yes, Run the Jewels is
Run the
great.
Jewels is so good. I am so
Wait,
desperate for another album.
no. I don't know if Leland will. They sound like hype men.
No.
They're not hype.
I love that Steph will always remember, I hate a hype man. It's like,
Yeah,
no
he
matter
doesn't
what.
like hype men.
Nah,
No.
not my thing. Even when we were walking around Knott's Berry Farm that one year, and even the DJ had a hype man. He was like, "Oh, get up, Spooky!" Like, shut the fuck up. The fuck up.
But he was talking to me. Like he was
For you specifically,
calling
I
me
get
out in
it.
the crowd.
Yes, I was like, "Brr, son of a bitch."
It's,
Woo, woo, woo.
Scott, come on down to San Diego and see Wu-Tang and Run the Jewels with me and Steph.
But Pachanga's like halfway, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know where it is. It's one of the.
It's not as it might be in San Diego County, but I think it's closer to
it's
Long
one of the
Beach.
stadiums down here.
Not Long Beach. What's the
Wait,
beach
don't
in
we call it
between San Diego and
Pachanga?
LA?
Isn't it
Not
Pachanga?
Long Beach.
Yes, it's
Pachanga.
Pachanga, but the Californian accent calls it Pachanga.
Oceanside.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to
Pachanga.
think of.
None of that is relevant.
I was
Yes,
trying to
it is.
remember
You gotta say it
Oceanside, and my pool for Oceanside. Thank you, Rob. My pool for Oceanside was gonna be, hey Anthony, remember that chick you wanted to bang that had the hat she stole from you, and she lived in Oceanside? That was the go-to I was gonna remember. I was like, Oceanside.
That's a true story.
No, I know it is.
Leland
No, I
and
was confirming for
Flavor
everyone
Flav
else.
are mortal enemies. What do you have
My-
against Flavor Flav and
We were just praising Flavor.
What do you have against women's sports advocate Flavor Flav?
I don't know what he's actually referring to.
The
in
actor
that.
dates for women's sports?
I
Yes.
hate clocks.
Flavor Flav is a huge advocate for women's sports. Like he was with Billie Jean King when she got her star put on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Like
True story.
he is a huge advocate for women's sports.
Oh, good for him, but I don't
Oh,
know
wow.
what Scott's implying, but I don't remember a lot of things, so it's
Anyway,
all right, let's
I
wrap this
too
up.
am confused.
yeah, this one.
Okay, it is at Pachanga.
This one's just petering out, huh?
It is at Pachanga. June 21st. There.
Oh, Flavor Flav
That's
is
not early June at all. That's the end of June.
Wait, when is it?
June 21st, but that's not relevant.
podcast.
Oh, that's right. Flavor Flav is a hype man.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
true.
He
I see.
is.
That was his
Yeah.
like, main job.
Remember? Yeah, boy. That's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Let's get out of here. When we all just keep saying, "Yeah, boy," that's when it's time to go.
It's wrap that shit up.
Thank you so much for everyone hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you so very, very much. Thank you to everyone in chat. Thank you to the lurkers. Thank you to everyone who listens to us on YouTube. If you want to find us on the internet, we are on the social medias. You can find us by searching League of Ridiculous Conversations or at LORC Podcast. Find us on the Blue Sky. If you want to catch this entire show, if you showed up late, you want to watch it again, we're over on YouTube. Every episode goes up the week after. They're on YouTube again. Search League of Ridiculous Conversations or LORC Podcast. If you want to hang out with your friends here during the week, we got a free Discord. Lots of channels, super active, amazing people in the community. I cannot gush about these people enough. You want to get in on that Discord. You want to join the community and make some friends. Hit us up on any of those social medias or find the link in the chat. If you want to find me on the internet, I'm on Blue Sky as Spooky the 13th, and in alphabetical order, the rest of us are at.
You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear, mostly Blue Sky if I decide to post anything on social media in general. Jordan is a Bear. Leland, where can people find you on the internet?
I am Leland. You can find me at Leland Pierce Art on Instagram. I am taking a small break from art. I'm just drawing next month already. So
Can we have a tease?
it's May, Anthony.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's time for my May.
All right. So that's the
It
given.
still makes me giggle every time I fucking say it because it's so stupid.
Like
Did
a
I'm
not
lock
seeing
in
a
a
boat.
trench coat.
That's right.
Yes,
Steph
I
wanted to be
still would really like this.
Yes, are we-
One request I have.
Are we going to
Steam
get the stuffed
broken.
egg boat?
Dream broken? What?
Stream was broke.
Huh?
What? I
everything seems
see
fine.
it going.
That's a Scott problem. Are we going to get the Steph tugboat?
I don't know, man.
Come on.
It's a lot of pressure. Let's just let him do it.
Yeah. it's a lot of
Hopefully
pressure.
soon.
Yeah, and if we don't pressure him, he won't do it.
Hopefully soon. Steph, where can they
Hopefully
find you
soon.
on the internet?
You could hopefully find me as a tugboat at one point in the future.
New
You can
profile
find
pic.
that. You could also find me online at Stephanoids. That's STCHUHNOIDS. I post shit.
What if we made a shirt that said a tugboat ... someday?
Yeah.
Add
Sounds
it to
like
the list of merch.
someone needs to work out their Jackbox issues so we can make that shirt a reality.
Yes. This sounds
It's funny how
exciting.
all our merch is through Jackbox and T Fury.
Yeah, make it for us. Why do we bother? All right, bye.
It'll work.
Thank you, everybody, so much.
Bye. Oh,
Once
sorry, too
again,
early.
thank you for hanging out with us. We will be back. Are we back on Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah? Yes.
Back on Thursday.
Come
Call
on,
Co-op
Thursday.
Thursday
Split Fiction
Good.
Part 5.
at 7:30 PST.
Yes.
Exactly. It's tough to pick up when I can't see your face. Hey, Corm.
I'm
Good to see you.
smiling.
Oh, I believe it. You can hear it, Steph.
Thank you.
We can hear the smile. Thank you, everyone. You've all been fantastic. We love you very much, and we will see you next on Thursday, and then back on here next Tuesday, 7 to 7:30 PST. But until then, bye.
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 Yeah, laser show.
Yeah.
Wow.